The Dzire, the sub-4 meter compact sedan that took India by storm. Love it or hate it, there's no denying the fact that this car has been a runaway success. Thank you for tuning into Power Drift. My name is Glenn, and if you're new to our channel, welcome my son to a world of awesome motoring content. If you're already a subscriber to our channel and you've been asking for merchandise, well, do click on the link below. We're stocked up and ready to go. Speaking of which, let's go check it out. Well, any way you look at it, to my eyes at least, it's quite a good looking car. In its third generation avatar, I think Maruti has finally got the styling down with this one. Now, based on the new hardtech platform, this car is loosely based on the global Swift, but the similarities end from the A-pillar onwards. Beyond this, it's completely different. From the side, it's got a bold shoulder and waistline. In the front, the highlight is that polygonal grille with those LED DRLs and projector headlamps.
And bringing the exterior design together are those 15-inch diamond cut alloys.
And towards the back, yes, it's an all-new bumper, but the wheelbase of the car has increased by 20 millimeters, which has facilitated more space on the inside and especially the boot. Now, the previous car had a boot space of about 316 liters, but the new one is 378. Not bad. Now, this isn't exactly class leading. There are the other cars in the segment that offer over 400 liters of boot space, but this is a noticeable improvement. Alright, now with that 20mm increase in wheelbase, Maruti has also fettled around with the interiors of the car, and they've managed to free up 5 centimeters of legroom in the rear seat. Now, that was one of the biggest gripes with the outgoing model, that there just wasn't enough space in the back. Affixed to my driver position, as you can see, I have plenty of knee room. I can also extend my feet if I want to. But when it comes to headroom, I don't have much. I'm about 5'10". So I'm guessing if you're over 6 feet tall, you're not going to have that much of a good time when it comes to the headroom department. But in the back, you also now get a rear AC vent. Like before, you have a 12-volt charging socket, but Maruti have innovated on a nice little nifty feature which they call the smartphone pouch. So you can kind of keep your smartphone over there. But in the middle, as before, the seats are nice and comfortable. You have 2 cup holders in the back. And luxury has been the name of the game with this car, and the real magic is up in front. You have generous lashings of faux wood, you have a leather-wrapped steering wheel, you get keyless entry, you have automatic climate control, you have an infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is all very nice indeed. Now, with this car, safety has been at primary focus. So this car gets dual airbags, ABS and EBD as standard across the range. Now, enough of that, let's take it for a spin. First car that we're driving is the petrol variant of the car. This is the AGS transmission. Now, this is the 1.2 petrol that we've seen on quite a few cars in the Maruti stable. It produces 82 bhp and 113 Newton meters of torque. Now, this is mated to Maruti's AGS transmission. AGS is essentially auto gear shift, which is basically an AMT, which is automated manual transmission. Now, what makes this different from a regular automatic transmission is that it is a manual transmission with an actuator unit that sits on top of the transmission that does the shifting for you. So it automatically shifts gears for you. And it costs 47,000 rupees more than the base variants of the manual transmission on the Dzire lineup. The car has shed over 100 kilos compared to the base weights of the outgoing model, and it has completely changed the way this car feels and drives. So this is, in a sense, a brand new car altogether. Now, the AMT transmission does not like start-stop traffic. It feels a little bit laggy, especially between the transition from first to second gear. That being said, once you get rolling, the transmission really comes into its own, and then it loves to cruise. You can always slot the car in manual mode, and there you have better control over the gears, and it goes all the way through the rev range. It does not auto shift up, and surprisingly, it shifts quite quickly as well. A couple of things that really catch your attention as soon as you get into the car. First off is this sporty flat bottom steering wheel. It feels really nice to hold. Second is that this new designed instrument cluster is really nice to look at. The gauges are nicely laid out, and depending on various light conditions, I haven't really had a tough time looking at the gauges just by simply glancing at them. The seats are pretty comfortable. There's a decent amount of side bolstering. The lumbar support in the back, I feel, could have been improved a little bit more. And the suspension as well, it feels nice in the corners because it feels a little bit stiffer. But when it comes to just everyday driving like that with your regular run-of-the-mill speed breakers and potholes, it doesn't feel as sure-footed as I'd like it to. Now, one of the things that Maruti has done, they have made ABS, dual airbags and EBD standard across the range. And the brakes on this car are absolutely phenomenal. I genuinely like the brakes on this car. They offer tremendous bite, great progression, great feel. If I were to choose between the AGS and the manual, I wouldn't say that the AGS offers substantial improvement over the manual. It is incremental. Essentially, they're selling you the option of convenience, and it's great that Maruti is offering you that convenience in such a wide gamut of range of cars. Normally in this segment, usually automatics are reserved to only like the petrol variant of the car. But this one, it's great that Maruti has taken the initiative and offered an automatic option across the board. Now the car has a 37-litre fuel tank, but in real world terms, in the petrol you can expect a range of about 400 to 450 kilometers on a full tank, and on the diesel about 600 or so. Now the car is rated to give an average of 22 kilometers per litre. We've been doing about 100 kilometers or so of driving in a mix of highways, narrow roads and twisties and whatnot. The AC has been on all the time, and the computer on board shows me that I'm returning about 20 kilometers per litre, which is pretty impressive. Alright, so here we are driving the diesel manual version of this car. Now this is the 1.3 diesel that is also part of Maruti's stables. It produces 74 bhp and 190 Newton meters of torque.
However, power delivery on this car isn't what I'd call linear, and this is down to the fixed geometry turbo on the engine.
Torque comes in at 2000 RPM, so you really have to ring this one to really get some juice out of it. And if you're cruising around the road in third or fourth gear, and if you're under 2000 RPM, when you put your foot on the gas, it really takes time to spool up. There is quite a noticeable amount of lag. Now that being said, this car is a lot of fun to drive in the corners, guys. And coupled with this flat bottom steering wheel, it feels nice and sporty as well. I'm really hoping that maybe they bring in the booster jet engine into this car. It would be quite a fun car to drive. Now, the more I drive the new Dzire, the more I can't shake off the feeling that the beauty in this car doesn't go skin deep. Now, while the new Dzire has a veneer of luxury, I'm afraid the quality and fit and finish of materials on the inside isn't really up to par. For example, while driving along, we found that the dashboard was rattling a little bit. And over here, if you look at the paneling that they've used, the plastic paneling is of not very good quality as well. So apart from the touch points that you're going to use, like the glove box and the glove box as well, the quality of plastics isn't really up to par.
With prices starting from 5.45 lakh rupees ex-showroom New Delhi, the base model of the new Dzire is only 10,000 rupees more expensive than the outgoing model. But towards the top, it goes up to 9.41 lakh rupees ex-showroom New Delhi.
So what do I feel about the Dzire? Well, there is no denying the fact that the Dzire is already a runaway success for Maruti. There are already over 33,000 bookings. While it is definitely a step up from the outgoing model, it offers another level of sophistication and luxury.
I wish that Maruti had offered a slightly better quality of finish.
With that, thank you so much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this content. Do let us know what you thought about the car in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Power Drift. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.